In the next few hours, a coordination centre for Ukrainian grain exports will be opened in Turkey. It's part of the UN-brokered deal to get supplies moving after the war with Russia cut them off. The halt to grain deliveries has seen prices rise right around the world. All parties to the agreement will be represented at the new centre, but it's far from certain that it will unblock grain exports, as Azadeh Mashiri reports.
Ukraine says the first ships carrying vital grain exports could leave its Black Sea ports within days. So all eyes are on whether Russia will keep its word. Despite a landmark deal meant to secure safe passage for the ships, many in the West are still concerned over its success. And the Russian missiles that have hit the port city of Odesa have done little to calm those fears. Within Ukraine, skepticism over the deal working long-term is also high. For Ukraine's frontline farmers, the only choice is to carry on with their harvests, despite the dangers around them.
We can't sell the grain, and that's getting us into financial trouble. Historically, it makes no sense to make a deal with Russia. They're only worth the paper they're written on.
Yet there's a lot riding on this deal. A Russian blockade has caused soaring global food prices and shortages in some of the world's poorest countries. All this is threatening millions of lives. That's because before the invasion, together Russia and Ukraine produced 30% of the world's wheat supply, 20% of its corn, and 80% of its sunflower oil. That's why Ukraine was often referred to as the world's breadbasket. And within Ukraine itself, the government is hoping this deal could help restore its war-torn economy.
So our expectation that country may export 5 million tons per month. So it means approximately, let's say $5 billion by the end of the year.
Right now, 20 million tons of grain are still trapped in Ukraine's ports. To coordinate all these deliveries, on Wednesday the United Nations and Turkey will work with the warring parties to open a joint centre in Istanbul. The hope is that in a few days' time, that grain will start trickling out to the rest of the world once again. Azadeh Mashiri, BBC News.